10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We are off the pad and on our way to space once again with successful liftoff from Rocket Lab Launch Complex 1. Right now, Electron is travelling at over 500 kilometres an hour and is passing 3 kilometres in altitude. Very soon, Electron will approach max Q, or maximum dynamic pressure, that moment when forces are at their greatest on the launch vehicle. Let's listen in for the call from Mission Control that Electron has passed that phase.
Vehicle is supersonic. Approaching max Q. Cleared max Q.
There's the call out. Electron has successfully passed through max Q. Propulsion is continuing nominally on the first stage as we approach the next event in Electron's ascent.
Altitude is 30 kilometers, speed is 1.3 kilometers per second.
AOS Chatham Station.
First up, the 9 Rutherford engines will throttle down before shutting off completely, otherwise known as main engine cutoff or MECO. Shortly afterward, we'll see separation of the first and second stages, followed quickly by ignition of the single Rutherford engine on Electron's second stage.
15 seconds to go.
MECO confirmed.
As you've seen, we've had a successful MECO, stage separation and second stage engine ignition. Next we'll be coming up on fairing separation. This is when the two halves of Electron's fairing separate and fall away in preparation for payload deployment.
Fairing jettison succeeded.
And there it is, you saw a flash of it on your screen. The fairing has separated, clearing the way for payload deployment coming up in approximately 50 minutes from now. But once those batteries are depleted, it's just added weight that we don't need to carry all the way to orbit. So we swap out the depleted batteries for a fresh new one to keep Electron's second stage going all the way. We call this maneuver battery hot swap, and it's coming up next.
Confirmed.
And there it goes. You will have just seen it falling away, meaning that battery hot swap has been completed. Around 2.5 minutes to go until the kick stage separates, setting us up for payload deployment later in the hour.
Stage 2 shutdown.
Stage 3 separation confirmed. And nominal cancel orbit achieved.
And that confirms Electron's second stage engine has shut down and the kick stage and second stage have separated. So the kick stage will now enter what we call a coasting phase while it's in an elliptical orbit before its Curie engine ignites to circularize the orbit ahead of payload deployment. Now, we won't have a live view.
And payload separation confirmed.
So there we have it. Welcome to your new home on orbit, Monolith.